Three, two, we are live. It says, welcome to my first semi-planned live. Um, got this going on right now. So, recent shoulder surgery. So, there's not really a whole lot of stuff I can do as far as projects and things like that. So, it's close to the year, and I figure it's one of the best things we can do. Kind of go back and look over. I was going to go back to the first quarter of this year, look over some of the videos that I did back then, some of the projects, maybe talk about how they either worked or didn't work, and things like that. Because just because I make a video of it, put it out there, doesn't mean it necessarily works, right? So good times with that. And also, I did just get a StreamYard, which you can see in the corner, I think there. Uh, Apparently, I can take that off now because I did pay for it. But like I said, this is one of my first times using it, so I really don't know how to work it. Also, this is also kind of a work in progress to figure all that out. But anyway, I don't know. Hawkins here with Check and Hawk Farmstead. Uh, this is my YouTube channel, so I figure maybe if you're here, you might at least see that part. Anywho, we're gonna go back to about a year ago, and like I said, I got it pulled up over here on one of my phones, some of my old videos. And just talk about them, see how things have went since then, and how things are going with them then. If anybody's got any questions that does pop up, I don't really see anybody. I don't think watching right now, but drop a comment in there. Let me know if you got any questions, maybe about anything I've done recently or over the past year or so. Kind of knock some of those questions out as well. So, one of my early within about a year ago was how I plan on heating this garage I'm in here uh, for the winter. This was the plan for last winter, of course, when I didn't have any electric in here yet at the time, and no real on-site things. So I bought it was like $100 for one of those little turbo heaters, propane. It uses minimum electricity, which I had a generator I was running off of at the time. Did it work? Yeah, that little $100 one. I think it's 3,000 BTUs or 30,000 BTUs. It worked. It took the edge off pretty good. It didn't get it like toasty warm or anything in here, but it was more than sufficient for being down here to do a project or something like that. Have I kept it around? Well, one of the big things I really didn't like about that little torpedo heater or any really of the propane ones or the kerosene and diesel ones aren't quite as bad, which I've gotten one of those recently, is they're loud. The propane one, I know that little one I had, it was extremely loud. Just blasted noise and yeah, sounded like a jet engine going off the whole time. So that kind of sucked, especially since it was it was really undersized for this area. So it had to run the whole time if you wanted to really keep it all warm. Now, which I'll have more videos about soon, I got the fireplace that I put out here. It's undersized for the building, but it does, takes the edge off kind of. And then I went and got, I think it's 180,000 BTU torpedo heater. That the garage is 30 by 50 with 14-foot sidewalls. So that's really the issue is the high ceilings. It'll get you almost every time. Like I said, the 18,000, 180,000 BTU torpedo heater. It's a Mister Heater. Gas or not gas. That'd be terrible. Kerosene, diesel. What else does it do? I think there was something else. Some kind of fuel oil or something. But anyways, I burn diesel in it. There's really no smell to it, and it'll get the garage probably up 10 degrees in about every 30 minutes or so. Because I think it's rated up to 3,000 square feet. So I wanted to get something a little bit oversized, and it's got the thermostat. So that was one thing I was really looking forward. So I can just kind of kick on that thermostat. I think it goes down to around 40, 45, pretty low, just to keep the garage from freezing. And then when I come in, kick it on for about 30, 40 minutes, get it kind of toasty, and by then hopefully have the stove going. So multiple uses, but you're coming out for a short while. It's nice just to blast that heat for a little bit and get warmed up. It's like I said, that's my plan. So the other one's still a backup. Like I said, it's there, but it's just too loud. I mean, especially in a garage of where you got a lot of empty space, concrete floors. I'm sure a lot of people can relate. It's too much. Then now the space I'm in down here, this is actually under my loft, which is about 10 by 30. so a little under 300 square feet. This thing I keep heated with one of the radiator oil heaters, electric. I got that under here. That way, like right now, it's on. You don't have to worry about any noise. See, all right, I'm gonna try to click on your comment here. Not to mention, I got only got a left hand. There we go. My shop is 30 by 40 with 12-foot eaves. I have a wooden stove and wooden pellet. And see, I was worried about the pellets. I just didn't want to go with the pellet stove because I didn't want to keep having to buy pellets, and we got plenty of acreage with woods here. So yeah, definitely the wood stove, and it looks like you're not too far off from what I got, the 30 by 50 with 14. So even 12-foot ceilings, I'd say, does that make a heck of a difference when it comes to heating it? Because I could definitely see that being an issue. But yeah, so far I got the heat figured out. I think next year, if I can, I'm gonna go to a larger stove, wood burner stove. That's definitely where I want to get primary a lot of my heat because I can get it all, all the wood for free. Makes a huge difference. I think I did the what was it going to be, propane or gas? We were looking at almost $10 a day if I wanted to keep it heated somewhat, warm when it gets to the cooler weather. Right now we've been lucky to last. I think our average temps what we're looking at 50. I mean, I don't know where you at. Rail 9222. I don't know what state or whatever you're in. I'm in kind of like northern central Kentucky, I guess you'd say. So I think it's zone 6B. But so far we've been kind of not too bad. When we get to where it's staying in the 20s and 30s, I got a feeling that heater's gonna be running a lot more. Definitely be packing that wood stove, which once again right now, I mean I can, but it's not the easiest to kind of get a fire started. So that was another to me good thing about getting that turbo heater, the diesel powered one. And I don't know if you saw the recent video I did with the little Harbor Freight transfer pump, transferring it out of a 5-gallon can. That thing works awesome, especially like I said when you got limited ability to do it. Uh, Kick that thing on, and it took a few minutes, but it worked. Okay, yeah. So you got a lot. You're a lot colder than I would say you're a lot colder than I am here. Sure, especially if you're up in the mountains, I could only imagine that's gonna be pretty chilly already this time of year. Uh, but anyways, that's where I am with my little heat in this place. See, I had another video. It was about using the inverter out of the car. Haven't had to use that much now that I got power to the garage, but it was a 1,000 watt in peak or amp peak inverter. I got off Amazon and I was using that to help power, get some power out of the garage when didn't want to fire up the generator. That worked great. Used it whenever I did. Now it's still wired in the car. I have it disconnected, but it's wired. Yeah, where I can get it done quick. So I mean that's the source of backup power now. Just kind of hanging out in that car, just whenever we're gonna need it. So that was cool in there. Let's see. First look at our new house. Yeah, that's something that kind of changed over this last year. We got our new house, which there's been quite a few of those. My eaves and peaks are vented, and the heat goes right out. Oh yeah. Now, if they're metal vents, you might be able to find those I'm talking about the sheet of magnet sheets. Maybe slap those over it, but you have the whole eave if the whole thing's vented though. Yeah, I don't know what you would do on that one because if I'm thinking of like a house. Let's see, yeah, put it in the ceiling. Well, at least you're at 12 foot because I looked at those. What am I looking for? The scaffolding that Harbor Freight sells, and two of those I believe you could work at 12 foot from what I found. I think it was at 12 or 13 was kind of they said was the max height for two of those put together. Uh, so at least you could use that for there. Unfortunately, with my 14 foot, apparently that'd be a little too high for those scaffolding, but it is what it is. And how much would a ceiling cost right now? That'd be my biggest fear. Is yeah, plywood or sheetrock or whatever you're gonna put up there. That's gonna be a hefty price, I'd say. I guess you could just throw the insulation and mount it somehow. Yeah, no, that'd be kind of a pain, I guess. Yeah, I just thought your best bet, I guess, would be to put the ceiling in. Luckily, these aren't vented. Like, I mean, there's a lot of air gaps and stuff around the garage doors and different places, and even up on the eave, you can kind of see some, but yeah, there's no actual ventilation put in. So I wonder if they did that in your area because is your humidity maybe really bad or something? I don't know. But all right, let me. So I was saying the new house. Yeah, that made a big difference because there's a lot to say about the new house. The big one is we're in it. I think we've been here 8 or 9 months now at least. So still getting a lot of things done. But yeah, it's nice to have a home base again and get something to working off of. Let's see what else some of the other things we did over this last year or so. Last year, our solar setup. See, a lot of it has to do with running this building off grid, I guess. But solar, uh, it's still. I don't know if you can see it. It's down here on that bottom shelf. I got my battery banks all hanging out there. The 4 batteries, all the panels are working good. I have had an inverter because I leave it on all the time. So the inverter I did have, I can't remember the brand off right now, but it went out. I was able to exchange that luckily because it's about a $300 inverter. But so yeah, I mean, I have had that one thing go out, and hopefully, like I said, the rest of them will hang in there. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see. Bought a this reinforced plastic. Ah, okay. A 20 by 100 piece of reinforced plastic for cheap ceiling. Okay, that's a cool way of doing it. I'm guessing is it kind of like the little bit harder stuff, not you know like less than the whatever it is, the poly sheeting, but more than a like trash bag kind of thing, or that thick plastic. I'm guessing, or even hell, I guess even the thick plastic would probably work, wouldn't it? So yeah, uh, there's a about the solar. Anyways, the solar, yeah, it's been working good. I'm using it now. The off grid system, it keeps all my DeWalt tools, all my DeWalt batteries charged, all my other power tools charged. Sometimes I'll run it. I got some few lights and stuff that run off of it, so I'm still getting some use out of it. Not as much as I was before, but I'm still glad to have it because once again, it's a good backup. Because like right now, if this something happening, power went out here, I could actually run the whole our lights in here, my computer, the router inside. I can get all that running off that. So that's pretty cool, I think. Yeah, so I can keep it going good. Uh, and then I got the grid tied system that's thrown in there, which I need to get some more put on it. Learned a lot about the solar. Like I said, everything's working great. Haven't really had no complaints. Waiting to see how long those batteries are going to last me. But when they go out, I'll probably definitely be going from lead acid to lithium because price came down a lot and it looks like a good deal. Um, I'm just all over here. Apparently, my videos are all over the place, which I'm cool with, and hopefully, some of the people who watch it are because you never know what might be in one video to the next. Like I said, we've been talking about solar. I had the other one on heating this place, moving the stuff in. Where are we at? Uh, yeah, apparently I had quite a few Harbor Freight videos at the beginning of last year. Um, yeah, they're always having the sales and stuff. Glad to see they're starting to get a little bit better, but the prices are just moving up. So, still a fan of Harbor Freight, but man, some of those things are just getting out of hand. I don't know about anybody else out there, but I used that was one thing I've always wanted is and I've never bought one for whatever reason was the 5 drawer tool cart from Harbor Freight. At this point, I don't know if I really want it or not because the price is getting to, and it's just yeah, I got way too many tools, so I need a lot bigger toolbox than that. And yeah, I just gonna have to wait and see on that one. Maybe if I get a good sell again, or I can get it down to like $200 or something. Of course, that might just be crazy talk at this point. Who knows? Uh, Putting up the solar. Looks like we did a giveaway. Oh, the 3D print and stuff. Um, Anybody 3D print or have you thought about it? because I got my printer, had everything going good last winter. It seems more of a winter thing for me at least, because last winter I got into it. I was doing pretty good with it, and then different projects started coming up, so I kind of had to put that aside. And it's something I definitely plan on getting back to here soon in the next month or two. But once again, trying to design and you would think it's just it, yeah, you really need two hands, especially when like loading filament, unloading it, getting your prints off, or if you get mistakes and you got to scrape it. Yeah, I got a bad feeling I'd end up either cutting myself or knocking the thing off. So, hey, you think designing it, but once again, with the right arm not being very useful, might be kind of a pain in the butt to even try to do some designs. But definitely something I'm hoping to get back into the next near future, I guess I would say. Um, yeah, I mean, I can keep going. I guess we got some winter fun. Now the air compressor, that's something I haven't done a video on that I think it turned out pretty good. It was the oh Cobalt Quiet Tech air compressor, which for me, most everything I do with air compressors is filling up tires. I'd say that's 99.9 of everything I'm going to do with it. Uh, but I actually have it in the upper loft and ran a hose down a little over halfway down the garage to one of the retractable reels, and so now and then I have it hooked up on a smart switch through the Alexa, so I can actually tell my Alexa to turn the air compressor on, air up whatever I need, and tell Alexa to turn the air compressor back off, and it's done. Yeah, so that thing turned out really awesome. I probably need a video, make a video on that. Let's see. I'd like to get into 3D printing, but have too many hobbies. Yes, that is. I completely agree with that. There. Uh, I mean, as you know, I'm sure I'm into a little bit of every single thing out there. Anything you can think of, I've either tried it or wanted to try it or something. 3D printing, like I said, that's one of those things. Definitely, it takes some time because you want to devote some skills to it. There is some like pretty close to click and print at this point, so that's cool. But yeah, I definitely consider it a time consuming hobby. Like I said, that's gonna be one of my winter things that I do because with so much stuff going on, when you're trying to do, any kind of homestead or farmstead, spring, summer, fall, all those are busy can be, and then you usually spend most of the winter just trying to keep things from breaking. So I don't have a lot going on this winter because we're still new to this homestead. So hopefully I'll be able to get that out and do some tinkering with it and some playing around because it's definitely fun. And that's the other thing. Like I'll try pretty much any hobby, trying to figure out which ones I like. And honestly, that's one that I still like and want to keep playing around with. So, but if there's something you want 3D printed, I'm sure if you ask around, you'll probably have at least one friend out there that tinkers with it or has one, and have them give it a try. Print whatever or making something for you. Who knows? They may or may not. I mean, I've gotten. It didn't take me too long to get a hold of that Tinkercad, and that was pretty fun. Really, kind of intuitive on how it works and stuff, and you can make some pretty neat stuff with it. And like I said, with the air compressor, yeah, that turned out great. I'm gonna have to do a video at some point, kind of show that off, and it's just so nice to have it up out of the way, not have to mess with it, and then yeah, those little Alexa smart plugs, like there's so much you can do with it. Highly recommend people checking those out if you haven't. I mean, some people are really resistant to it. Man, if you can use technology to make yourself make things a little bit better, I say go for it. I'm all about don't be spying on me and stuff like that, but I'm not going to use it to a detriment to where I'm not using technology and automation to its advantage. Because I gotta can make the door in the chicken coop automated. The lights come on and off when I need to, and I mean just all kinds of stuff. And the more you think about it outside the box, like the air compressor thing, the cooler it gets. Uh, okay, cool. Used to make tattoo machines. That's pretty awesome. That's man. I guess like maybe the gun or something. That's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. But that's 3D printers. There's so much out there you can do. It's crazy. Oh, here's another one. I guess I've said it 20 times now. As you can see, big DeWalt fan. Uh, One of our other videos from last year, actually, well, mid last year, I guess you'd say at this point. The DeWalt nailer, the DeWalt nail gun I use to build that on building that deck. That thing is awesome. It is still awesome. It is still heavy, way too heavy. Uh, Man, just being able to slap that wherever you want, not having to worry about it. I've used it, like I said, I used it all over the deck, and I've used it all kinds of other places at this point. It's a good time. I mean, you got a project, and my problem is a lot of times I second guess. I'm building something from scratch, design it in my head on the fly, so it's not like I have all the boards cut out and know exactly. I'm just doing it on the fly as is. So that's why I use a lot of screws, so that way I can undo my mistakes. But man, if you know what you're doing, you got it planned out already. You can just yeah, snap those things together. I think that's one of the best tools I bought in a long time. Which I mean, I got quite a few DeWalt tools I picked up this year, but they're all good ones. Like I don't know if you've the little job site speaker. Yeah, I got that thing. Love it. Just carry it, throw it wherever because I like it where it's nice and durable and it's a good size and it's heavy. Set somewhere, I ain't got to worry about something flying off wherever. What is it you can use? The 3D printer? I don't know about that. Or is this the job site radio? There's a little bit of lag on that, so we'll have to wait and see what she can what's so easy to use there, or is it using me to get you to do stuff for you? But uh, yeah. So I mean, it's really most of the things I was gonna kind of try to cover in this live. Like I said, I didn't know how long it's gonna go, or if we'd have a lot of questions or not. Oh, the nail gun. Ooh, uh, yeah, she can use the nail gun, but be careful with it. I don't want to be driving you to the hospital. That thing is heavy though. That's really the biggest flaw with it is how heavy that thing is. But yeah, it's turn it on and go. Uh oh, so anyways, like I was saying with this, I was just gonna kind of go over some of my videos from the past, answer some questions about that. Uh if anybody was on here, if they had any questions or anything what they wanted to ask about one of my more recent projects or some of the older ones, or like I said about the solar uh 3D print and stuff, you know, got a little bit of knowledge about all that kind of different stuff. And like I said, just going from there. But I think that's going to be about it for now. I don't know if anybody's got anything other than that. I kind of talked about all the different ones I was going to talk about for now. Oh, I didn't reset it again. Like I said, yeah. All right. Well, since it looks like that's about it, and I kind of went through all the different ones I wanted to talk about for this time for this live. So I'll talk to you later. And like I said, next time maybe we'll have a little bit bigger crowd and we'll get some more questions on here and go from there. Or I might even see about bringing somebody on if somebody wants to come on next time. Shoot me an email and we'll take a look at that and find out uh, how that's going. So yeah. Oh, do you want to say hi real quick? Okay. Well, we got somebody here real quick before we sign off that wants to say hi to everybody. Most y'all that we're gonna watch this probably know.
Hi.
You want to say hi?
Hi.
And your name is
Mabel.
Mabel.
Buffy Hopkins.
And you help me with a lot of these projects too, don't you? Yeah. Now, is there anything particular you want to tell them about any of them that you can think of?
I don't think of it. I don't know.
I don't either.
I don't know.
I was talking about our new house.
Oh yeah, our new house. Our new house is mostly boring because it has all gray in it.
Oh, so it's boring because it has all gray in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we went out to shopping today, and I bought something for our door.
Oh, she bought something for the door, so you bought decorations.
Mhm.
We're gonna have to nail it up.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's for like our doorknob.
Oh, I didn't know if you wanted to use it for the nail gun to nail it up on your door.
Mm-mm.
No, you sure?
No, and it has a hole. So.
Oh, so it's one of those decorations that slide on the nail
Mhm.
or slide on the doorknob.
Mhm.
3D printer. You got anything about the 3D printer you can think of that they might want to know? What do you think about it?
One thing I think about it, my mom and dad had to print out stuff for my school.
On the 3D printer. He says hi.
3D printer.
Say hi, Ro.
Hi, Will.
But you got a bunch of toys out of the 3D printer, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's one thing it's good for. All those little knick-knack toys that the kids always want. I can find their little next favorite character. Like what was that one? Not Pikachu. It was one of those guys. And so we were better to print that out. And I think a puppy and teddy bear. Yeah. And then here's a big one. What do you think about heating the garage?
It's nice and warm.
Think we're doing a pretty good job of that this year?
Yeah.
So you definitely suggest getting a big heater, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Because you can come out here and play when it's nice and warm, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and keeps the plants alive. That's one of our goals is to overwinter a lot of our plants.
Die.
Well, to keep them from dying.
Yeah.
So we definitely got to keep it above freezing. The goal is to keep it, I'd say 45 or higher at the lowest. So, and we got the fish inside, and we're just have to do a walkthrough through the garage, I think, aren't we?
Probably.
Yeah. So maybe our next live we'll do it on the mobile phone.
Maybe.
Yeah, and we could just do a walk around the garage, kind of showing all of our winter preps, because that was the biggest thing. It's our first winter here, and we don't know what it's going to be like, do we?
And it's our first Christmas here.
It will be our first Christmas at the house. So
our new house.
So yeah, I was trying to make sure no lines hopefully freeze. Everything should be deep enough. Yeah, all those fun things because that was one of my biggest fears is no one's ever had a winter in this house before. So we got to figure all that good stuff out and make sure it's all good. Hey, they can't hear you if you're touching it. Not too loud. Hopefully you're not too loud. But so that's it for now. I really appreciate everybody that joined and came on. Real appreciate it. Thanks for interacting with us, and hopefully we'll be able to do this a little bit earlier next time, and maybe even plan it out a little bit farther ahead. Right? You gonna come on next time and talk to them too? A little bit. All right. Well, that's it for now. Appreciate it, and have a good one.
Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.